The past 5 years of USA basketball have been some of the worst times in over 15 years.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But this year, we said enough is enough and were rewarded with a gold medal. We had unreal performances from Kevin Durant going 8 of 8 off the bench, Steph Curry hitting 9 threes keeping us afloat, LeBron's triple-double. But where do we go from here? If the world is catching up, or quite literally caught up as we saw when Serbia had our backs against the wall, and before these Olympics, several people called this version of USA as the best US basketball Olympic team in history, at least on paper. If both things are true, we are barely keeping top dog status. Durant specifically said,
"The best team I've ever been a part of, and I want us to finish it off with a gold."
But next Olympics, Curry and Durant might still be there, probably not. LeBron might be retired. Look, he should be, but I don't know, that man is bionic. Man's the best player on the team right now, and that's amazing. But also a problem. Several players agreed to play this Olympics heavily off the fact that other higher profile players were playing. LeBron was recruiting a year ago. LeGM and Noah Lyles. Not forgetting about you, bro. Thanks, dog. We all want to see more of this Team USA, where we take the world seriously and put our best players forward. Fighting for the emotions running high, yet we're in danger of losing all of this. Something that I know both you and me do not want. What is up, dudes, that's spawners players? It's your boy MJ. This is in 1992 when other teams were asking Team USA for their autographs, and we felt it. If we take a look at recent history, in the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, we got gold, but not in our usual dominating way. Even with KD, Dame, Tatum, and Booker, we suffered our first Olympic loss in 17 years. Evan Fournier really rocked our shit. Last FIBA tournament, we didn't even get a medal, nor do we have a single player who had played internationally on the roster. Dylan Brooks has way with us? Nani? And even in this year's Olympics, Team USA was pretty sus in the exhibition games. Yeah, we got better as we played more, but again, it was nowhere near the apparent ass whooping we were supposed to be dishing out. Looking at other teams, they have more players returning. All it takes sometimes is just one player like LeBron and all the dominoes fall. Take a look at Canada's FIBA team from last year and their Olympic team this year. 8 of their players returned. If we take a look at France in the same way, 7 players came back. With Team USA, it's 2 players that aren't even part of the new core? Come on, man. And you might think that's great. We only had 2 players return from the team that lost. But it leads to each player on the team just not being able to be utilized fully because they don't know how to play with each other. Like when Joel Embiid ran into Steph Curry in a crucial part of the game and lost the ball. He'd understand where Curry was going.
Hell no!
Now the next Olympics are in Los Angeles. This should be an easy sell to every player, right? I would think so, but to understand this cycle, we need to take a look at the All-Star game. And we will, but I've made this point before and I'll make it again. Team USA basketball used to do more when the rest of the world as a whole was worse. Sure, there was Argentina in their golden age, Ginobili, Luis Scola, Spain with some of the best EuroLeague players in the world. Yeah, I'm talking 2008, but the talent on average, even in the EuroLeague, has significantly gone better as more international players from the 2000s made a name in the NBA, like Dirk, Ginobili, Pau Gasol. All of them inspired generations like Giannis, Jokic, Embiid. Oh well, maybe not to play for a non-US team. And look, if you like the game of basketball and you like players working hard, giving it their all, subscribe for more. Because that's what we about here. But the level of individual talent abroad has gone much higher. And we fell in this cycle before. In 1988, we got a bronze medal in basketball, the lowest finish in our history till that point. And then we said, nah, we ain't going out like this, and sent NBA players, the dream team. We dominated with NBA players, but then we got complacent again. 10 years later, after a 6th place medal in 2002, in 2003, we won the America Cup, but in 2004, only 3 athletes returned, and as a result, we saw LeBron, Wade, Melo all get called up when they were not ready and weren't the best players in our league. However, after a 19-point loss to Puerto Rico in opening play, then a loss to Argentina in 2004 to get a bronze medal in the Olympics, Team USA again hit the reset. The program went through a rehab. But man, these players love to eat all the time. And that reminds me, I gotta eat, so I'll be back in 2 minutes. That's the sponsor of today's video, and man, is it gonna save you time, money, and get you good eats. I'm gonna eat this chef-crafted dish. No, up here. This is Factor. It's gonna be ready in 2 minutes. Factor makes it really simple to get the diet that you want, like Calorie Smart, Keto Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie. If you're trying to lock in like Kobe in whatever you do, it saves so much time to just be able to warm up your food, eat, and get good nutrition too. Anthony Edwards only ate fried foods on the weekends in the off season. He cut that out and had the best season of his career. If you know, you know. Now, I'm a very picky eater and vegetarian, so I'll give you my honest opinion on if this food is actually good or not. Here's my first reaction. Which is a win because I'm a very picky eater. This side's fire.
No, this is great. A 2-minute meal. I would buy this for sure.
I like it. I know you're picky, MJ. This is really good, honestly. I'd be happy eating this like repeatedly.
And even the drink was solid. And it's cheaper than takeout. So head to factor75.com or click the link down below and use the code MJ2KAllDay50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. Bro, that's so fire. In 2005, Jerry Colangelo was brought in to be the director. Coach K to be the national coach to oversee all of Team USA's basketball games, not just the Olympics. For the 2006 FIBA tournament, the Team USA program tried to pick players who would also be available for the 2008 Olympics and build a core. It was this idea to have players build and grow with each other over multiple competitions and not just 1 month before the Olympics that completely changed the program. They told stars that they were committing to 3 summers. In 2006, all the players for the Olympic trials stayed together in Vegas for a month. In 2007, the roster was finalized with Kobe on it and went through another intense training camp. And to top it off, in 2007, they had one of the greatest games the public has ever seen, with LeBron, Kobe going at it, a freshly drafted KD making his mark, capping off with Kobe hitting a game winner. And because of this, in 2012, we had Kobe, LeBron, Carmelo, Chris Paul, Darren Williams, 5 of our best returning, which inspires players like Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love, all to show up and play. In 2016 is where it started to slip a little bit. We had Carmelo and Kevin Durant return, perhaps not all the stars of the old, but we still had some of the best of the best. Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, DeMarcus Cousins, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, who came back after suffering a tragic injury. But in 2019, the FIBA roster had Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, and Donovan Mitchell as our best players. Because James Harden, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard all withdrew. Yeah, they were supposed to be on the roster, but I guess not. CJ McCollum also withdrew and specifically stated, why would I want to go to potentially be the face of what could be a losing roster? We finished 7th. In 2021, only KD was left, and that makes sense because longevity is crazy, but also because the US has so much upcoming and new talent, we have fallen into the trap of mixing random pieces. And by 2013, we lost our roots again, similar to 1988, similar to 2004. 2024 is the modern version of 1992. Not in terms of talent, that is debatable, but in terms of what it means. So what is next? A period of decline? I really hope that history does not repeat itself, that we do not get complacent again. But that doesn't always work out. Yet our program has went through a bit of turmoil, controversy, and in general, inconsistency. So not only are there more NBA players on international teams, the overseas players are drastically better now. You can even see in some of France's games where the non-NBA players outscored the NBA players, especially in a crucial game against Canada. So now that we've established that the world's talent has caught up to an extent and that they they have better chemistry, we need to legitimately put the best we have to offer just to have a chance. And I would think that the Team USA program understands this. However, history tells us otherwise. And I'm not just talking about our USA program. The All-Star Game has taught us an important lesson, especially in recent years. Do you remember the last really good All-Star Game? I hope most of you said 2020, when the NBA changed the rule format to honor Kobe Bryant, a game that had players taking charges, arguing with the refs, physical defense. But that came after 2017, where Team East and West shot 122 three-pointers combined. The game was an 8-point game at one point in the fourth quarter, but the defense never came. In 2018, they changed the entire format to have team captains, which worked for 1 year before it got boring. Last year was called the worst All-Star game of all time. The score was 184 to 175. Tatum set a new record for the most points in an All-Star game, and everyone hated it because there was no defense, no competition, not even in the fourth quarter. Oh, they made it East versus West again? There's no way it happens again. It happened again. The East broke a record for most points in an All-Star game moments after Larry Bird said all he wanted was the game to be competitive. Adam Silver promised that the game would be exciting, that there would be defense just 2 days before the All-Star game. And instead, we got the worst All-Star game ever. Again, the reasoning being given is because players want to protect themselves. They don't want to risk injuring over a quote-unquote meaningless game. And I was trying to remember if anyone had gotten injured in the All-Star game. Wade broke Kobe's nose, but Kobe didn't miss a single game, also 12 years ago, so this reason is kinda BS. They don't want to play hard for 8 minutes in the world's greatest pickup game? Alright, rumors that players wanted more money to play in the All-Star game were circulating, but bottom line, the culture of NBA players has changed. There is a higher barrier to players playing extra game. There's a barrier to players feeling like they should play for Team USA if they're going to be on a losing roster. Except this time, we quite literally do not have the luxury of players choosing to sit out, withdrawing, not returning. One would hope that seeing the passion from this current roster for the Olympics would inspire other players to represent the US in the Olympics. But perhaps more importantly than that, Team USA needs to take the world seriously. Basketball isn't just America's sport anymore, and that's what the NBA has been trying to do for years. And we should treat it as such, just as we tried this year. But there's a better way of going about it. The best players in the NBA under 30 are international players. Now you have players like Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, Devin Booker, and Bam that can still be in their prime in time for the next Olympics and take what they learned this year to push the team forward. We need them to play together in FIBA, introduce glue pieces, honing chemistry. Instead of antagonizing Tatum, we're gonna need him. We need to motivate these players to continue. Otherwise, we're getting wrecked. But I'm excited to see where the world will be in 4 years. The all-day notification shout goes to Big Wiggy. Appreciate you. If you want to know about a game where an 18-year-old Kevin Durant went off against prime LeBron and Team USA, there's a video right here. A lot of real hoops, real story content on TikTok. We bet. See you next Saturday at the minimum. Actually, 2 videos this week. It's your boy MJ. We out. And we vibe.
It's about to storm. Factor, I hope you appreciate this.